All Hallows Eve. Probably my favorite holiday. I've only ever celebrated Christmas once, but I really enjoyed that too. Still, Halloween might be my favorite.
Voran, drauf und dran, setzt aufs Osterdach den roten Hahn.
Midway upon the journey of our life, I found myself within a forest dark, for the straightforward pathway had been lost. Ah me, how hard a thing it is to say. What was that forced? Savage, rough and stern, which in the very thought renews the fear. So bitter is it, death itself is little more. But of the good treat which there I found, speak will I, of the things I saw there. I cannot well recant how I entered the wood. So full was I of slumber at the moment which I had abandoned the true way. But after I had reached the mountain's foot, the point which the valley terminated, upward I looked, and beheld its shoulders, vested already with that planet's rays, which leadeth others right by every road. Then was the fear little quenched that my heart's lake had endured throughout the night, which I had passed so piteously. And even as he, who, with the stressful breath, forth issued from the sea upon the shore, turns to the water, piteous, and gazes, so did my soul, that still was fleeing onward, turn itself back, to re-behold the pass, which ne'er yet a living person left. After my weary body I had rested, the way resumed I on the desert slope, so that the firm foot ever was the lower. And lo, almost where the ascent began, a panther, light and swift, exceedingly, which with spotted skin was covered all over, and ne'er moved she from before my face. Nay, rather did it impede so much my way, that many times I to return had turned. The time was the beginning of the morning. The sun was mounting with the stars, that with him were what the time the love divine, as first in motion set the beginning of those beauteous things, so were to me the occasion of good hope. The variegated skin of the wild beast, the hour of time, and the delicious season, but not so much did not give me fear, a lion's aspect which appeared to me. He seemed as if against me he were coming, with head uplifted and ravenous hunger, so that it seemed the air itself was afraid of him. And a she-wolf, that with all hungerings seemed to be laden in her mangleness, and many folk has cost to live forlorn. Forlorn? Forlorn. That verloren. Wait. I know the word in German, I didn't know we even have that in English, that's weird. She brought upon me so much heaviness with the fright that from her aspect came, that I, the hope relinquished from the height. Okay, Dante, yeah, those are words, certainly. And as he who willingly acquires, and at the time comes that causes him to lose, who weeps in all his thoughts and is despondent, such made me, that beast, within peace, which coming against on me by degrees, thrust me back thither, where the sun is silent. Whilst I was rushing downward to the lowland, before mine eyes did one present himself, who seemed from long continued silence. When I beheld him in the desert vast, have pity on me. Unto him I cried, whiche'er thou art, shade or living man. Not man, though once I was. Subulio I was born, though late, lived at Rome, under the good Augustus during the time of false and lying gods. A poet was I, and I sung that just son of Achilles who cometh forth from Troy. And after that line, the superb was burned. But thou, Why goest back to that annoyance? Why climbest thou not the Mount Delectable, which is the source cause of every joy? Art thou not Virgilius, that fountain which spreads abroad so wide a river of speech? I made response to him with bashful forehead. Oh, of the other poet's honour and light, avail me the long study and great love that have impelled me to explore thy volume. Thou art my master and my author. Thou art alone the one from whom I took my beautiful style that has done honour to me. Oh, but behold the beast for which I have turned back. Do thou protect me from her famous sage, for she doth make my veins and pulses tremble. Thee it behooves me to take another road, responded he, when he beheld my weeping. If from this savage place thou wouldst escape, because this beast at which thou criest out suffers not any one who pass her by, but so doth harass them that she destroys them, and has a nature so malignant and ruthless that never doth she gull her greedy will, and even after her food is taken, her hunger is more than before. Many the animals with whom she weds, and more shall be still, until the greyhound comes, who shall make her punish with her pain. He shall not feed on neither earth nor pilf, but upon wisdom, and on love and virtue. Twixt fieltro and fieltro shall his nation be. Of that low Italy shall he be the saviour, on whose account the maid Carmela died. Irenaeus, Tyrannus, and Nissus of their wounds. Through every city he shall hunt her down, until he has sent her back into deep hell, there from whence envy first did let her loose. Therefore, I think and judge it best, for thy best, that thou follow me. I shall be thy guide through this eternal place, and lead thee hence through, where thou shalt hear the desperate lamentations, shalt see the ancient spirits desolate, who cry out to each other, each one for the second death. And thou shalt see who counted are within the fire, because they hope to come wherein it may be to the blessed people. To whom then, if thou wishest to ascend, a soul shall be, for that I am more worthy with her at my departure. I will leave thee, because that emperor who reigns above, and that I was rebellious to his law, wills that through me none shall come unto his city. He governs everywhere, and there he reigns. There is his city, his lofty throne. O happy he whom thereto he elects, and I to him. O poet, thee I entreat, by that same God whom thou didst never know, so that I may escape this woe and worse, thou wouldst conduct me there where thou hast said that I may see the portal of St. Peter, and thou makest so desolate. Then he moved on, and behind him I followed. And there finishes our reading of Canto 1 of the Inferno. I'll likely be finishing this series as I'm dreadfully bored, and I really like Dante, plus it's the spooky season, so might as well do something scary. Another thing, I will most likely be making another video where I discuss Dante as written in this copy of the book I own, as it has a rather interesting notes on Dante's life, which I feel would be rather fitting for this channel to post, so I shall likely be narrating those as well. Another thing, I want to thank you all for your patience and subscribing to this account that barely posts. So, all that being said, I leave you all in the grace and favour of the Lord, and that's it for the video. Goodbye, thank you for watching. Now, where can I get a bloody drink?